Well, hello, hello, I can't hear. I can't hear anything. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear anything? Hello. We have no sound. Nope. It's dead. Hello.
Nah,
Hello.
can't hear nothing.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear each other. Starting 5 on the floor for the Super Cats, Joe Shelley.
Welcome to the Blues basketball media coverage. Here we go, I heard you.
I can't hear you.
This one's not working, mate. Hello.
Frankston Blues, Frankston.
Do you want to introduce? Hey. Welcome to the Blues basketball media coverage of the NBL1 round 3 doubleheader clash between the Frankston Blues and Geelong Supercats. I'm Damien Arsenis from the pickandroll.com.au, and joining me tonight is former WNBL star, now Frankston Blues junior coach Nat Porter. And Nat, we're just about to tip off, so we'll let this get underway. And the Supercats get the first tip. And it's Joanna Smith with the rebound. And Steph Reed on the wing. Going to look to try and get the Blues' first basket. Gets inside, strong drive, can't finish. That's a defensive rebound by Frank Catasano. So Supercats now going to work with Sarah Blitzarves on court.
It's nice to see Sarah back out there on court.
And there we go. First points of the game is Ebony Rolfe.
Frankston definitely going to have to get a hand to their shooters.
Of course, we'll run through the starting lineups very quickly. Tegan Fowler, the veteran, is out there for the Blues with Steph Reed, Saray Taylor, Taylor Lee, and Joanna Smith as she fires from deep.
Okay.
Just rims out. And for the Supercats, Ebony Rolfe, Chantella Brancatasano, apologies, Isabel Bourne, Jazz Shelley, as we see Blues get on the break. And that's rejected as well, but a good foray up the court for the Blues. And just rounding out the starting five is Jazz Shelley and Sarah Blitzarves, Nat.
Absolutely. I mean, both lineups looking early to attack. Oh, big Teagues.
And Taylor gets inside with a nice move and can't finish. And that's a tough drive by Jazz Shelley, putting her first points on the board, and it's a 4-zip lead to the Supercats, who enter tonight's game on a 2-0 run, taking care of the Nunawading Spectres in the opening round before downing the Knox Raiders last week as Fowler turns it over. They go straight to Blitzarves. Kick out. Long ball just rims out. With a good offensive tap out there. Got a foul call inside. But there's two big outs tonight for the Geelong Supercats, and they're both opals.
They are,
and
yes.
one of them has been making big headlines all over the world, and that's Ezzy McBeggar, going number 12 in the WNBA draft to the Seattle Storm, Nat.
Absolutely. What an awesome signing, awesome recruit.
So Rolfe makes another nice little mid-range jumper, and it's 6-0. Lee, lovely entry pass into Taylor, and she's fouled this time. So Rolfe in the middle of everything. She's going to pick up her first personal, and Taylor's going to go to the line for two. But we're just talking about McBeggar, but they're also missing Zatina Alcuso as well.
Yes.
There's some length and athleticism right there.
Absolutely, they are. And no, they've started the game like they're not missing anyone.
Certainly are. They're loaded, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, they always are. And Herbie, obviously, coached me at Townsville, is a good coach. Great, gets after it. You love playing for Herbie, so he's got them fired up.
And that's going to be called a held ball, and it's going to go Blues way on the arrow possession. So a good hustle play there by Taylor.
Great hustle play. What I really like, you know, for the young kids watching Geelong, they're just talking all the time on D, which is, you know, everything you try and teach as a junior coach. There's no stop. They just keep talking and talking. Except for now. And little Jazz is out there, under 14. She's in the ones.
And so after your stellar career, of course, you're giving back through the juniors as well here at Frankston.
Yeah, coaching the 12 ones. We're off to a pretty good start. I think we're 4-1 or 5-1. And, yeah, we've got some future opals in our team, I reckon.
Oh, big raps already, Nat.
Absolutely.
As we see
Nice.
Reid try and get her scoring underway. And again, the Blues have just had the glad wrap on the rim. Can't get one to drop early. And Shelley probing inside. She looks like she's going to be a pretty big handful for both Reid and Joanna Smith tonight.
I think so. And, you know, a team that has so many options, again, you booze off that confidence and you just get after it and go. And that's what they're playing like right now.
Well, I read out their starting 5 before, and that was without our QSO and without Meg Beggar. It's a pretty good lineup they've put on the court. And as I said, they took down Nunawading Speckers in the opening round as well, which is no mean feat.
Absolutely.
So Shelley was unable to capitalise on that trip to the paint. Very unusual for her, being such a great shooter. Reid's probing. Oh, lovely. Around the defender pass. Nice wraparound.
Great finish. Big Teagues.
Isn't she a story, coming and joining the Blues this season, as we see a 3-point attempt off target by Blitzarves. But Teagan coming back. I'm not allowed to mention her name, her age, I should say. But certainly she's a welcome addition, given the lack of height the Blues have got, particularly until Sharisha Richards arrives.
Absolutely. Like, it's, you know, she's so valuable in terms of her veteranship. We'll call it that. But wonderful team player. Played with Teagues number of different teams, and, you know, she's superb.
3-point attempt is off the back of the iron. Shelley. As you mentioned, a lot of talk by the Super Cats out in the court, even offensively.
Yeah, just the intensity that they've brought to the game, you know, off the bench, coaching, just that's really upper level.
Shot clock running down. No one better to have the ball in their hands than Blitzarves. She can't get it to go.
Nice step back.
Oh, lovely hustle play by Blitzarves. Gets the backcourt turnover.
Oh, great drive by Braun.
Isn't she a good prospect too?
Absolutely, yeah. She actually went on one of my Empire trips with Basketball ACT a number of years ago, and I've followed their progress. She's doing really well.
And that's an errant pass by Shelley, trying to push the tempo. Yeah. Have some substitutions. Fowler steps out. And there she goes, Joanna Smith with her first three-pointer of the game. She really lit it up against the Melbourne Tigers last week, hit 5 three-pointers on her way to 26 points to lead the Blues, which was a welcome return given her very quiet outing in the debut a week earlier.
Yeah, absolutely, and she's shooting at 33% from the arc, so.
Reid, mid-ranger, it's good, scores are tied at 8. Blues look to have stepped up the pressure a little bit on defence. They force a turnover, but hand it straight back. Well, that's unfortunate for the Blues. They did such a good job of getting the turnover, only to give it back quite easily.
For the Cats, 8 points for the Blues.
Smith fires again. This time it's a bit strong. Great offensive rebound by Jackson, who checked into the game for Fowler earlier. Lee for 3. It's good! Taylor Lee hits from the corner, and the Blues have their first lead of the game. Blitzarves was long on her mid-range shot. Now Lee's going to settle it down. Reed on the wing. Trying to force the tempo.
Absolutely. Great use of the uptake there. Nice way to get into her body.
Personal foul, number 4.
So Shelley and Brancatisano will take a break.
Substitutions for both sides. Cassie Bora in for the Blues.
And it's going to be a Supercats ball, and looks like Cassie Bora has just checked into the game. She's going to pick up foul number 1.
Cassie picks up her first
The 17-year-old, but what a talent she is.
Yeah, she is, sure. And the Supercats just come in and ducks hit the floor. He's good depth he's got down there at Geelong.
Oh, lovely pass inside.
Great find. Smart basketball.
And Bourne makes no mistake. And it's the Supercats back up by 1. Reed Smith loses the handle. And stripped by Duck.
No mismatch inside.
Rolf swings it wide.
Good D.
That's a great defensive play. And it's Jackson forcing the turnover.
Good D there on the interior by Joanna Smith, though, just to deter that inside look.
foul, number 15, Sarah Blitzarves.
So for the Blues, it's been a promising start, of course, coming in none and 2 and hanging tough with a very, very deep Supercats team.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for those early couple of baskets they missed that, for all intent and purposes, could have gone in, they'd be holding the lead. So Reed takes her first break. She's replaced by Fiamengo. Fiamengo gets inside, kicks it out. That's long. Isabella Brancatisano. Sisters. Duck gets into the paint. Another good defensive play. And the Blues will have a chance to take the lead. Oh, nice little crossover by Taylor Lee. Gets it to go.
Taylor Lee crosses up. 13-12.
See a bit of a mismatch happening over here. A bit of height advantage with Geelong, especially with Tegan on the bench.
Number 20 for the Blues, Tori Jackson, her first.
And Saray Taylor as well.
Yeah.
She foul number 4.
Oh, nice
Oh,
fake.
lovely play by Bourne. Just can't get it to drop.
Good hustle play.
Lee. Hit a 3 from the wing earlier. Long 2 is long. And it's Rolf with a defensive rebound. Blitzarves probing. Oh, just take it to the rack. Get out of my way.
That's it, like she's running on the footy field.
But like you said earlier, isn't it good to see her back on a basketball
Yeah,
court?
it's really good, and she doesn't seem to be, favouring any side.
Lovely kick out, corner 3. And Cassie Bora can't hit. So we're inside the final minute of the first term. It's Brancatisano hits the 3. That puts the Super Cats up by 4 with 2 possession. Final term here, final period. Good challenge inside, but it's Bourne cleans up. It's about 3.5 second differential on the shot clock. One thing I've noticed is the foot speed of the Blues on the court at the moment. They've done a good job of staying in front of their players. Duck. Oh, she goes all the way. Blocked! Blues get a defensive stop. There's only 3 seconds. Lee heaves. And that'll be the end of the first term. And it's the visiting Geelong Supercats. They've got the lead. They're up 17-13 after the first period here at Frankston Stadium for NBL1 Round 3. Well, as we enter the second term, it's the Supercats leading by 4. And Nat, it was a highly entertaining game and went really, really quick that period.
It did, didn't it? It was super fast. Yeah, it's not often you don't get too many delays in play. There's no timeouts.
That's
Not too many subs. Just go for it.
Oh, it was a free-flowing game. It's Ebony Rolfe leads all scorers with 6 points. She's also got 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Been involved in everything. And for the Blues, it's Taylor Lee. She's got 5 points and a couple of rebounds thrown in. Steph Reed, she's got 3 assists as well. And really, it's been a close encounter.
Yeah, look, it has. And as you said, if a few of those buckets dropped early for Frankston, the scores would be pretty tight. But if I was a Frankston coach, I'd be looking at 17 points in a quarter is probably way too high. So who do we need to shut down? Do we mix it up? Do we go into a bit of zone? Do we throw in a bit of press? What do we do to shut down these scorers? Because they are, a lot of the players on that Geelong team, they're just full-on ballers. So got to pull them back.
Well, certainly, even despite missing Ezzy McBeggar and Zatina Arcuso, they've certainly got the height advantage against the Blues. We see Brancatisano fires from deep. And it's going to go Blues way. So last week for the Blues, we mentioned Smith. She fired in 26 points. Reed had 18. And Taylor with 13 and 15 double-doubles. We see the Supercats get a block out the perimeter. It's Brancatisano trying to push the tempo. Shelley back on court. Kick out. 3-point attempt is long. But an offensive rebound by Shelley. Blitzarves kicks to the wing. Duck, good ball movement by the Supercats.
They're just all over it. It's just red everywhere.
Oh, but Blitzarves throws it away, and it's Smith. Fowler. Lee. Kick out to Smith for 3. That's long. And Blitzarves with a rebound.
Probably like to see a bit more inside-outside from the Blues, even if the bigs aren't going to score. Oh, good stop.
So the Blues get a stop anyway.
It was an interesting stop. Off the shins.
Well, I don't think it was deliberate, which is why there was no whistle.
That's it.
So Smith loses the handle. So really interesting. I spoke with Smith during the week. She hadn't played a proper basketball game in 12 months before suiting up against Waverley last week, as we see. Reed had to throw it up. Fowler tried to throw it up as well and got rejected.
Oh,
Smith with good hands. Ooh. She was still out of court. But yeah, back to Smith. She hadn't played a basketball game for 12 months.
Yeah, wow.
Before
just out of college and.
No, she'd played in Turkey. Played a full season in Turkey, which finished in April last year. And then just couldn't either get a job or the job that she wanted, they weren't paying enough. And as a result, she sat out and then said, no, I want to go to Australia. And here she is.
Here she is now. I've been seeing her around a fair bit in the morning, shooting around. And, you know, when we've got training here, she's out on the floor. So that's really good to see.
Well, she's been out here coaching the kids as well at the Frankston Blues Academy with Steph. And, of course, they went to college together as well. So
they did.
As Smith fires again, that's long again. But chases her own shot down.
Good hustle.
And, big block by Rolfe. Oh, this will hurt. So it's a 6-point lead to the Supercats.
Nice show of athleticism.
So timeout's been called. And it's a 13-19 lead in favour of Geelong. But just on Smith again, she's been spending a lot of time down here, as you said, spending it with the kids, coaching with the academy, doing holiday clinics at the moment as well. And by all accounts, she's absolutely loving her time here.
Yeah, which is fantastic. And that's, you know, it's great to be an athlete and be out there and play at the top levels. But it's also, you know, such a rewarding aspect of being an athlete is being able to give back. And, you know, just seeing the girls out on the floor now, I know she's working out with them. And, you know, what fantastic role model she is. They can work out during the week and then come and watch her on a Friday night and see her put it in action.
So with Fowler out on the court, I do need to ask you, is there any itch that you've got to scratch?
No. Teagues is all over it. She's got that part of it. Somebody asked me if I'm 8 years, very long retirement.
No, well, we saw Alison Downey, of course, looking to suit up as well and playing AFL, but at least she's kept really fit, not like me either, by the way.
Yeah, man, Downey, I don't think she's ever going to become unfit. She's a supreme athlete. She just bouncing. I remember when I had to suit up on her and I just, here we go. What an athlete.
So we're back underway here in the second period. Supercats up by 6 and stepping out of bounds is Brand Catasano, so the turnover. Lee gets inside, lovely pass. Again, Blues can't hit a basket. They're getting some good looks though.
They are, but it looks a little bit out of action. You know, it's Steph in the 2. It's a quick penetration and kick. Yeah, good take.
And look at the ball movement by Geelong again. Just looking for a better shot, and it's Rolfe hitting from deep.
They are, and they're kicking that ball very quickly.
21-13 now, 6:45.
And starting to get into a danger period for the Blues. Reed somehow draws a foul. And she'll head to the line, but that was just tough. And again, out of rhythm, no real offensive flow happening for the Blues right now.
No, there isn't. It's a bit of one out and attack and off you go. So, I mean, good aggressive play. But I'd like to see them move get the ball moving, bit of offside action. Even if they went a bit of 5 out with their size, you know, drag the bigs out.
Blues are unhappy. Thought one of the Super Cats snuck in a little bit early there. But they're going to get it back anyway. Lee. She takes a tough layup as well. And again, they're still playing one out. Brancatisano fires and misses. Reed off and running. She's still going.
Oh, nice up fake.
And can't hit. They go straight into Blitzards, who had good position. Going to be very hard to stop her when she gets that close.
Absolutely.
And just her size, if you look on court, Blues have got no one to match her.
No, she is a supreme athlete, Sarah. And I know she's been putting in the hard yards at the gym with her brother, and, you know, she's going to come back probably even stronger than what she was.
A strong drive inside by Jackson. She's going to head to the line. Of course, there's one thing said for getting to the free throw line. When you're struggling to score, that's at least one place you know you're not going to get hassled at.
That's absolutely right. Uncontested.
Key is you've got to hit him. Reed only hit 1 of 2 at the last trip.
That's right. Hopefully they can shoot at a better clip than my under 12 girls from the free throw line. Nope. Must be a Frankston thing.
It's usually an under 12 girls thing, isn't it?
That's it.
Misses both. And Blitzards, well, she's going to take the rebound and run point. Smith. Again, none of the Blues have really had a chance to get going tonight.
No, I've got 2 points already in the second quarter.
The Super Cats have just looked like whoever touches the ball could score. Step back three-point attempt by Reed is good. Well, needless to say, they needed that. Narrows the margin to 6 midway through the second. So Taylor picks up foul number 1. No one's really in foul trouble at all tonight. There's been very few fouls at all.
No, it's true. And Geelong really haven't had any contested stuff. They've just been catching, moving the ball quickly, catch and shoot, catch and shoot. I like Smith's intensity on D. She's getting a hand, getting some deflections. Oh.
Reed thought about, oh.
I saw that.
I got a feeling her foot was out. Nonetheless.
It's where they need to settle, get through something, get the ball through other people's hands.
Reed, kick out, corner three's going up, Bora. Oh, she gets it to drop, and it's a three-point game. Back-to-back trays by the Blues. Some much-needed scoring.
Much needed. Didn't expect that. That was great. Good finish. And we're in a 2-3 zone.
Again, they made something out of nothing. Really, it was just give the ball to Reed and get out of the way, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Oh, that rattles home. In return. Oh, that hurts. Oh, it's becoming a three-point shootout. Oh. And it goes at the other end. Oh.
Nice bounces here at Frankston tonight.
I think they loosened the nuts on the rings tonight.
I think so. Oh,
Brancatisano may have got away with the travel, but corner three at the other end. And Bourne gets the rebound. And good active hands by Smith. She may not have got going offensively yet, but she's certainly been active defensively. Bora with a running one hand. Oh, Bourne's going to step out now.
No, she's got the confidence.
It's just so valuable in today's basketball for players of both heights, both the guards and the bigger players these days, to stretch the defence, and to have someone like Blitzarves and then Bourne, they can shoot the three ball.
Yes, difficult to defend.
Oh, the nice little lefty nearly went in. But again, another offensive rebound by the Supercats. And look at the ball movement. Corner three, that's short. And another tap out. And another opportunity for the Supercats.
Yeah, that's what you give up when you go to a zone. It's hard to get the box out done sometimes, and we've just seen that 3 offensive boards in a row.
That's a tough shot. Another offensive rebound. By my count, that was 4 offensive rebounds on that foray up the court. And the Supercats make them pay. You can't give a team the calibre of Geelong that many opportunities.
No.
And that's a tough drive off target from Brancatisano. Sorry, Varley. Getting the names all mixed up. My apologies to the Varley family. So we've got a timeout call with 2:03 remaining in the first half. It's the Supercats leading 28-22. And for Geelong, you mentioned, for Frankston, you mentioned they've dropped back to a zone now.
Yes.
Do you reckon we'll see a bit more of that, or do you reckon we'll see it change after this timeout?
Yeah, look, I mean, the second quarter score right now is sitting at 10-11 in Supercats' favour. So I think the zone's working for them. It's just, can they convert on the other end? And as you said, you know, they're going a lot of one-out type thing. I think if they can try and get into some sets early, move the ball between people's hands, even if it's a quick inside-outside, and then look at the penetration off that, I think they're going to be better suited. But what's the percentage they're shooting at? Yeah, Frankston at 21% from the field. Yeah, it's difficult to win basketball games when you're shooting at 21%. So.
Well, they're 4 of 20, so they are getting shots away.
They are. Yeah.
And they compare favourably to Geelong's 25 overall. They're not that far behind, given how many offensive rebounds they've been giving up.
Absolutely. So they're in the hunt. They're keeping with them. It's just grind it out for the next 2 minutes. Can they close that gap, get a few stops, and convert at the other end, and go into the halftime break? A couple of points down, or even.
Yeah, Geelong's just had a spread of scorers too. Ebony Rolfe leads the way for all scorers with 8. Isabel Bourne's quietly gone about her way with 7.
Yeah, I'm
Isabel,
liking Izzy's game.
Yeah, she's been fantastic.
Yeah. Nice, strong, solid.
There she is. Can't hit it this time. Another back tap, this time by Blitzarves. Corner three's off, and Bourne again. Can't get it to go, and there's going to be another one. Oh, they're racking them up now. Blitzarves triple team. And she's wide open in the middle. They missed her. Wide open three-pointer instead. Well, hey, I'll take that. Isabel Brancatisano. She moves up to 8, joining Rolfe as the game's leading scorers.
And that's the thing, that's that inside-outside motion. Even if the bigs aren't scoring, the guards are just spotting up on the outside. Move, get it up.
Oh, great steal there by Brancatisano. Jackson nearly got it back.
Ooh. A Canada's shot.
So we're inside the final minute. 3-point attempts up and out. Put back by Bourne is short. And now Lee. Oh, that's a good drive by Lee. Bourne made her change her shot. Fowler tried the putback. She gets a second attempt to go.
There you go, Teagues. She's just remembering what it used to be like.
Well, she can still hit a jump shot.
That's it.
That was a layup, but she's actually quite deadly still from deep.
She is. You never lose your shot though, do you?
So game clock down to 10. Shot clock down to a few. Blitzarves misses. Bourne can't control. It's only 5 on the game clock. Oh, good running by Jackson. Can't get it to drop. And that's probably the story of the first half for the Blues. They just haven't been able to capitalise on their opportunities. They're giving up multiple offensive rebounds in that period. They're trailing by 7. It's the Geelong Supercats leading 31-24 at half-time. And just quickly running through the leading scorers, Ebony Rolfe and Isabella Brent Catasano both have 8 points. And Isabel Bourne has 7 and 6 rebounds as well. Well, for the Blues, Steph Reid has 6 points, Taylor Lee 5, and the next best is Cassie Boer on a 3-pointer. She's got 3. But Steph Reid also has 3 rebounds to lead them, well, Taylor and Lee. And she also has 5 assists. So it's been an entertaining first half, but the Supercats leading by 7. We'll be back shortly for the second half action. Welcome back to our round 3 NBL1 action. The front end of a double header here tonight between the Geelong Supercats and the Powerade Frankston Blues right now in the women. And it's a 31-24 lead to the visiting Supercats, whose ball movement has been very slick. I'm Damien Arsenis from the pickandroll.com.au, and joining me tonight is Nat Porter. And Nat, there was certainly some very good ball movement by the Geelong Supercats in that first half.
Yeah, there was, and it was certainly off the back of some great offensive rebounding as well. So, you know, they got it out, kicked it out, move, and pretty much converted on most of those shots.
So the leading scorers of the game, we'll run through them quickly. Ebony Rolfe and Isabella Brancatisano are both on 8 points to be the equal game leading scorers. Isabel Bourne, she's been very prominent as well, 7 points. She's got 6 rebounds. And for the other side, you've got Steph Reed, she's got 6, Taylor Lee 5, but beyond that, it's been pretty slim pickings. But nonetheless, it's still a narrow game, and some late three-pointers by the Blues really kept them in touch.
It sure did. And, you know, if we look at the shooting percentages across the board, Frankston's, you know, not doing a great job from 2-point range, but from 3-point range, you know, they're 4 of 11, so it's not too bad. Geelong start hitting their 3 of 15. You know, and step it up from 20%. That's where it could really, you know, turn sour. So let's hope they get a hand to the shot and keep that rate up.
So you're talking about the rebounding. It's a 34-24 advantage to the Supercats, but certainly it was those offensive rebounds really hurt. Particularly that second half of that second period when they went to a zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, you know, in a 2-3 zone, it's difficult. You've got to find your player, and when you've got that height disadvantage, it can become, you know, even harder. So I would have assumed that they spoke about that at the halftime break. 16
offensive rebounds, and 5 of them were on by Isabel Bourne, and most of them were really back taps.
They were, yeah. The blitz halves to Bourne. B to B.
So the second half now underway here at Frankston Stadium. It's a fair crowd for a public holiday on a Friday night here in Melbourne, as Reed from deep fires. Good box out by Fowler, but no one was there to come and clean it up for her. Shelley.
I like the Shelley-Reed matchup.
Bourne, that's a tough matchup for Fowler.
Nothing fancy about that, just good foundation, up strong, nice finish.
Lee, down to Taylor. Fowler. Shot clock's running down. Reed, she goes all the way, blocked! Rolfe with a big block again, but it's been called for some contact down low. She's just reading the basketball so well, isn't she?
She sure was. You could see her hunting that one down.
She knew with the shot clock down, there was no way Reed was passing that one away.
No way, not at all. She was coming across for that swat.
So Reed hit 1 of 2 earlier. Rattles the first one.
Oh.
Can't get the second one to drop. Brancatisano. Bourne's got a great seal on Fowler. It was a bit late giving it to her. Kicks it back out. Oh, great move by Shelley. She's going to go all the way.
Just really good fundamentals that they're playing with right now. Moving well, cutting well, setting away screens. It's nice to watch.
So Taylor lost the handle, and it's Shelley now. Sorry, it wasn't Shelley. It's Brancatisano. An offensive foul called on Bourne. There you go, wily experience. Drawing the foul. Fowler was quickly up the other end of the court.
Not sure if Coach Andrews was in the air then. Have a look, have a look.
But the Blues get the stop. And it's a 10-point margin, so they'll look to eat into that as we see Taylor kick it out to Lee. Probing. Oh, great defensive play, this time by Shelley. Blitzarves, there's a mismatch. Blitzarves against Reed. Good ball movement again by the Supercats. Blitzarves wide open on the wing. Gets it to go. Well, that's just class.
That is, that was always going in. She was pining for that one.
And that's good defensive play again by the Supercats. So Reed picks up the foul. Shelley. Oh, a lovely move by Shelley. Tough over Fowler. But again, you've got to respect her shooting. So they go to close her out, and next minute, you know she's gone past you.
She's under. That's it.
Smith fires from deep, way downtown, and it goes. I was right behind that one, and that never looked like missing.
No, that was never in doubt.
And that's what Smith can do, and that's why she's been brought here. And they're going to need a little bit more of that. They go inside to Bourne, and it's all opened up. I can just hear that you're about to say fundamentals again.
It's just beautiful basketball. Nothing smart out there. It's just simple. Just simple move, cut. Love it.
So the Supercats are threatening to blow this one away as they, just as I say that, they turn it over. Lee's showing some skill. Fowler. I reckon she thought about pulling the trigger.
Not a bad option.
And with that in mind, she probably should have.
Probably.
So Fowler gets a well-deserved break as Jackson comes into the game. It's a 12-point lead, and the Supercats are really threatening to pull away now. And Canisano loses the handle. Lee goes inside to Jackson. Lee from deep. It's Isabella Brancatisano.
Oh.
Smith nearly comes up with a steal. So the Brancatisano sisters are both on court. Oh, Blitzar's wide open.
Good kick.
Bourne double teamed. Loses the handle. Lee leads the break. Smith, step back three. Quick release is off target. Taylor gets the rebound. So an offensive rebound to the Blues. Shot clock's down to 5. Reed forces it inside.
Great find. Nice positioning.
And a lovely finish by Taylor. Shelley, mid-range shot, nearly rolls in.
I'd like to see Frankston extend the D a little bit, just mix it up.
Reed from long. It rattles out. There you go, hear the word, slow
Herbie.
down, execute.
The king of fundamentals, Herbie. I mean, great way to collapse on D.
Certainly good recognition by the Blues defensively there.
Definitely, definitely.
To Blues' credit, they haven't given too many easy baskets away.
No, they haven't. And, you know, Geelong's having to work for it. But through that ball movement, it's just consistent ball movement, just tiring the D down.
Shelley from the wing.
Yeah, don't want to leave that open.
Oh. Momentarily, it took a look out and thought, no, I better go in. So Shelley moves up to 9. Smith gets inside. That's tough.
Yeah, great move, great power move. What concerns me is there's no offensive rebounders there. So had that missed, bang. That's tough.
Taylor certainly had her hands full. It really allowed Blitzarves to get in when she gambled on the steal to begin with.
Yeah, she did. She did. And Blitzarves just hungry for that ball. She wants the 2 points.
I have to say, every time Blitzarves gets it, she just looks like she's going to rip the game open.
She does, doesn't she? Yeah. You can definitely tell she's an Opals caliber player. She's just that next level.
Which kind of surprises me that she's not up on the Gold Coast with her teammates.
Yeah, well, that's right. I know. Road to recovery, road to recovery.
I understand that, but when you watch her now, you can see she's a cut above.
Absolutely, yep.
Smith fires from deep. Draws the contact from Blitzarves, and she's going to be shooting 3, I believe. So I've used the word before, hanging tough, and the Blues are doing just that. But the Super Cats have been threatening. It's a 45-32 lead with 4:02 remaining in the third as we see timeout called. So Joanna Smith heading to the line for 3. She's sitting on 8 points to be the Blues leading scorer. Whereas the Super Cats, Isabel Bourne, again, just quietly using her fundamentals. She's up to 11. And threatening for that double-double. She's got 8 rebounds as well.
Yeah, easy. I mean, the good thing about her is that's what you want. You want an unassuming post player that's going to be in the right position for the little dish off, the little handoff, conceal and clean up. She's doing just that, playing a great role.
But certainly the Super Cats are dominating the paint. 40-27 rebound advantage. They're certainly doing well. 20-12 points scored in the paint as well. But apart from that, it's been quite an even contest.
Yeah, look, it has. And, I mean, assessing the game from a whole, I mean, the Super Cats are certainly moving the ball much better than the Blues. Blues are just hanging tough, as they do. I think the last game we did together, they just hung tough. They hung tough. But is that enough to win the game? Look, right now, probably not. So, you need to see a bit of extended pressure, a bit more ball movement. Where can we get scores?
But I like that idea. They're one of the youngest teams in the competition. They've got some great young defenders, and particularly in the backcourt, that's what you want to see, is really test them out by putting some full court pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, what can they do? 12 points down, 4 minutes to play. What can you do? Can you shake it up a little bit here? And third quarters matter.
Well, you know what Steph Reid can do defensively, as we see Smith make that one. She's a 3-time Conference Player of the Year at Buffalo, for the Defensive Player of the Year, I should say.
Yep.
And then you add someone like Smith, and we've already seen how active she is on defence as well.
Yeah, she got hands everywhere.
You got Taylor, certainly her athleticism at the forward spot. So they've certainly got some capability there. Oh, and then, sorry, I missed Lee.
Yeah.
As well.
They seem to have come out of that huddle a little bit more up-tempo, a bit more hand action. Good talk.
We see foul called on Jackson. You could just sense, again, Blitzarves got it at the free throw line and she was just restrained. We've got to execute.
Yeah, good. It's Herbie. Execute, slow down, execute.
Just playing within herself. And there she is. Bourne can't get that one to fall, going the other way. Taylor with a good vision and pass into Lee for the reverse.
Beautiful. Good execution there.
That's probably the best bit of offensive movement we've seen off the ball by the Blues tonight. Oh, Shelley, good hesitation. Corner 3, Blitzarves. It's long. And Lee comes up with the scraps.
Stagger at the top, flare screen.
Smith wants to pull the trigger.
That's a tough shot.
Good hustle played by the Blues, but it's Shelley coming away with it for the Super Cats. And Alex Duck, who's back on court, just settles things down. Corner 3. That was ugly.
I like reset here. I'd like to see Smith, attack the basket like she did before that nice power layup finish.
Well, if she can do that a few times, they have to start paying her respect for the ball, the ball dribble.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a back cut. There we go. Bang. I mean, didn't make it, but that's good. That's putting the tempo on the basket. Heat on the rim. Uh-oh.
Transition triple is good by Blitzarves. There's plenty of superlatives we can use to describe Sarah Blitzarves' game, and it's just fantastic to see her just get better with every outing. You see it all open up for Taylor. Sorry, for Lee. Shelley. Oh, wide open wing. Brancatisano can't hit. Nearly took out my computer.
It did. Where were your quick reactions there?
Not quick at all. That's why I'm not playing anymore.
Good hands, good hands.
That's why I'm not playing anymore.
That's why I can't make it back out in the court. Too slow.
So in the dying 2 minutes of this third term, it's a 9-point margin. Reed's going all the way.
Great finish. There we go. That's what they need, 7 points.
7 points and gives them a sniff. It's certainly going into the final quarter. They want to be on a bit of a roll. Shelley feeds it inside, outside, Bourne. And good box out by Jackson. Sees the Blues come away with it inside the final minute. Reed.
Okay, same
picked off by Bourne. Oh, the spin move! Isabel Bourne.
Nice, that's tough against a little guard too.
Oh, that was
Great
impressive.
Balance. Yeah, it was a beautiful move. Great finish. Eyes on the rim.
And say that F word again. Reed. Shelley was nearly baiting her to shoot the three. This time she does the mid-range. Nice finish by Reed. 10 seconds left in the third period. Shelley, ball in hand, going to run a 1-2 with Bourne. Got a foul called. Might be on Lee. They're over the limit, so it's going to be 2 with just under 6 seconds in the period.
Personal foul. Number 1, Steph Reed with a second. Shooting 2, Jess Shelley.
So Steph Reed picking up foul number 2, not Lee. Makes the second. And a timeout called by the Blues with just under 6 seconds to go. They're trailing by 8. And again, some nice plays up the other end, but gee, wasn't that Isabel Bourne move in the open court sensational?
That was fantastic. Love that.
A player of her size and talent to be able to do that and put on a spin at the end.
That's it.
And still finish.
Left hand finish too, down the middle.
Very impressive.
It was. No, it was great to watch. Good fundamentals.
So Frankston here, what are they going to run out of this timeout? I assume they're going to advance the ball.
High pick and roll or something. Yeah, they'll advance the ball. High pick and roll. Steph Reed coming off. Smith to catch and shoot. Spot up. It's not like they're going to dump it inside to their big guy.
No, but certainly with some momentum, if a Smith can hit a three, get a bit of momentum, get her going again, because she did hit an early three as well.
Yeah, she did.
But Bourne is now the leading scorer of the game. She's got 13 points and 8 rebounds. And just quietly, Sarah Blitzarves a double-double, 12 points and 10. So she's moved up there. And Steph Reed and Joanna Smith both have 11 each for the Blues. Reed is really flirting with a double-double. She's got 7 dimes. So no advancement of the ball. Lee pushing.
Oh.
Good screen by Bora. She's going to have to pull the trigger.
Bang.
A long 2, it goes on the buzzer. Taylor Lee gives the Blues some momentum heading into the final term, closes the margin to 6. It's 51-45, Supercats leading.
All game by hands here, ladies and gentlemen.
So that's exactly the kind of finish they really needed to that term, the Blues.
Yeah, big quarter. Big quarter by the Blues.
Closes the margin. So what was that? That was a 21, no, yeah, 21 to 20 term by the Blues. So a good finish there. And really sets up a good final quarter now that they've got some momentum.
Yeah, it does. And look, if they can carry that, the last 3 or 4 minutes of that last quarter, if they can carry that momentum into this quarter and get off to a great start, get some stops, probably 3 stops straight out, convert, they're back in this game.
And one of the things that really grabbed me in that term was the Blues actually moved the ball a little bit better.
They did, yeah. They got a few of those back screens, a flare screen, that nice little back cut there by Taylor Lee for that reverse finish. Yeah, just a few little things to move the ball quickly rather than just dribble. That was quite good. And, the big difference in that quarter, I'm not sure what the rebound count is, but Geelong certainly didn't have the number of offensive rebounds that they had in the first half. So, they've obviously addressed that. I'm sure they'll address that again. If they can continue with that, they're really in the hunt for this win. Certainly
are. And, in fact, the rebound count closed down to a 10 differential.
Yeah, great.
So that was definitely a quarter won by the Blues.
Absolutely. And, Blues have picked up their shooting percentage. They were sitting around 20%. Now they're up at 34, 35. So it's looking positive right now.
Well, it certainly is for the Blues. And the Super Cats shooting percentage has dropped below 40 for the first time in the game.
It has.
So we've got a big final term coming up here at Frankston Stadium in round 3 NBL1 action, of course. Join us for the coverage of the men following this game immediately. It's a bit later start tonight. There was a bit of traffic on the way for the Super Cats.
Traffic on the West Gate.
Yeah, so this game's tipped off at 6 instead of the 5:30 schedule. And that means the men will tip off at 8. And we have big news. Nigel Young is suiting up for his first game for the Blues tonight. He's got a bigger than 40-inch vertical.
Oh, my goodness.
So we could be in for some exciting times ahead. But right now, all eyes are on this game. And Saray Taylor just wills that in.
Her way through, doesn't she?
Well, again, that's
tough.
A good start for the Blues. It's down to 4. It's the closest it's been for more than a term. And Jazz Shelley has something to say about that. Draining a corner triple. And that's just how dangerous these Super Cats are. And again, no Ezzy McBeggar, no Zatina Alcuso, both at Opal's camp. We see Lee just hit the back of the rim.
Almost at you again.
I was going to say, my reflexes would have been a bit better that time. Blitzarves for 3. Smith chases it down and saves it. But again, they're open shots. They've been open shots for both teams.
There has, but Geelong's they're not shooting uncontested anymore. They've got a hand to the shot, which is good.
Reid, the up and under, and 1! Steph Reid. Oh, she flexed.
There we go. She's fired up.
Back to a 5-point game. Can make it 4 with the free throw.
Great start, Frankston.
It's probably the best start of a quarter they've had this year.
I think so.
Makes it a 3-point play. 50-44. Sorry, 50-54. Duck to Blitzarves. Brancatisano. Oh, Shelley, nice up fake again. Tegan Fowler with the sneaky hand from behind.
It's just those little 1%ers. That's what's going to get them back in.
So Duck will inbound. The Super Cats are running a stack. This is what my daughter's team run. Blitzarves. Smith going head to head. Bourne. That was cold. Bourne now up to 15 points. She leads everyone. Smith, Steph Reid tries to get it inside to Fowler. Probably a bit too low for her. Bourne trying to get the seal inside. Shelley finds Bourne again.
Good job, good D.
She got caught camping. And again, just good defensive hustle by the Blues. And they really are up this period.
They are, yeah. Good, I just hope they stay in this just couple of sets here. You know, settle down, execute some offense. Move the ball.
Smith, pull up from the elbows, off. She gets her own rebound. Kick out. Oh, Jackson nearly threw it away. Reed.
Nice.
Reed with the
balling.
skills. She's going to have to get it up.
Bang.
Well, she nearly did too much.
She did. Gosh, that's good handles.
Bourne.
Oh, how long is she in there?
I was going to say she just about had the billy boiling, I reckon, but she steps out for the three. That's long. Taylor with a good box out on Blitzarves.
Great box out.
She's working overtime right now, is Taylor.
Yeah, she is. And, you know, giving up height too.
Lee. Crossover. Takes on Duck. Duck manages to slow down. Smith gets inside. Oh, the Blues now get it back down to 4 again.
They are, and they're just doing, you know, it's sort of like the tides are turned. They're just doing those little 1%ers and getting what they need to done.
Bourne. Good seal by Blitzarves. Turns around. Can't get it to drop. She's calling for the foul. That's a frustration call, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Taylor to Smith. Oh, 3-point bomb would
Keep
hurt.
moving.
Oh, lovely
Nice
pass
roll.
by Smith into Taylor.
Great finish.
2-point ball game. It's the closest the Blues have been since early. Blitzarves. Nice little dump off. Reverse is off by Duck. And the Blues get another stop.
They have, and they've really scattered Geelong offensively.
So both sides have really stuck with their guns in this contest. Reed, she's thinking about pulling the trigger.
Nice.
Lovely little handoff, but just really didn't get it above Taylor's knee, unfortunately.
No, it was a little low.
And they turn it over. But it was certainly the right play. A nice little pick and roll.
It was a good two-man game.
And Taylor's done that really well, actually, particularly in this second half.
She has, yeah, absolutely. She's just got in there. Oh, look at the interesting play going on here.
Then Catasano inside. She's going to pop it from deep. It's short. And Taylor with a big rebound. So the Blues have another chance to tie it up or even take the lead. Reed pops and it drops.
She got the hot hand.
Tied ball game, 56 apiece with 5 minutes to play. Blitzarves had a deep seal, good defence. Big defensive play by the Blues. Draws a foul.
Frustration foul right there.
Blitzarves is getting really
Not happy.
frustrated. She's towing the line right now.
She is. She wants to take this game by the horns, but she's getting a little frustrated under the paint.
So some of the Supercat players thought it'd be a timeout, but it's not. But certainly the Blues are really storming in this period, almost willing themselves to the lead.
They are.
Reed, she goes all the way.
Again.
Steph Reed puts the Blues in front for the first time since early.
56. We're here, Frankston.
It's really getting noisy in here
I know,
now.
the commentators picked up the intensity and everything.
Rolf. Oh, Rolf.
Roll for 2.
So she had a good first quarter. She went a bit quiet, and now she's back.
Steph the tie, 58 apiece.
So Reed's up to 16 as the Blues nearly turn it away. Lee for 3. That's short. So the Supercats now looking to retake the lead on a Shelley. Bomb is off target. And a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Smith. Coming over the top. So Supercats, it's only the first team fouled by the Blues in this period. Supercats only have 2 as we see a timeout called. We have a ball game on our hands, Nat Porter.
We do. Fantastic.
58 apiece with 3:45 to play. And Steph Reed has taken the bull by the horns and dragged her side back in this one.
She really has. I mean, how awesome is she? It's a little quick change of direction. Bang. She's straight to the rack.
So Steph Reed all of a sudden is the leading scorer of the game. She's got 18 points. She's also thrown out 7 assists. And the Blues are getting some much needed scoring, and the intensity has just been there the whole period.
Yeah,
for the Blues.
it has, hasn't it? It's yeah, it's firing in here, and the crowd's getting into it. They're tough for Geelong. 3 minutes 45.
So the word would be execute in this timeout for Geelong, surely.
Slow it down, execute, use your fundamentals. Go back to what worked for you in the beginning.
But for the Blues, what do they do now?
Oh,
what do they do to close this one out?
I don't think they need to change too much, to be honest. I think just, ensuring that they get on that offensive boards. Obviously, Blitzarves is going to want to win this game. You can see she's got that hunger in her eyes. She's out there. We're going to get this done. So, really focus on her and make sure that she doesn't get lit. Because otherwise, she takes off. They're going to blow this out. There she is. She's just blowing it out. Yeah, we got this. We got this.
So Supercats inbounding. Blitzarves swings it. Shelley kick out. Blitzarves, she's going all the way. Oh, it doesn't drop. She gets her own rebound though. And they're going to regroup. Frank Catasano. That's long. Great box out by Reed.
Rebound.
And Reed's off and running. And
What speed.
draws a foul. Steph Reed. But that box out.
Speed Reed.
Yes, I like it.
I've got the read for speed. That's it. You know what? Like, superb speed, but just toughness too. Just utter toughness to marry up with that. She's really lovely
Struggling
player
to get the
watch.
ball in, but just beat the 5-second count. Oh, Smith goes all the way.
Oh, bang.
The Blues are up by 2.
Got a few smiles on the faces. Don't smile too early, girls. 3 minutes is a long time.
Frank Catasano. Oh, inside to Rolfe.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, the arm came down.
That's it.
Taylor picks up a foul. That's her 4th. So she's done a mountain of work, and they can't afford to lose her in this final 3 minutes.
No, that's right. She's giving up. They're giving up size, but she's doing a tough job. So hopefully she can hang in there.
Her efforts to keep Blitzarves off the boards has been phenomenal. So the front end goes down for Rolfe. She'll tie it up with this if she hits. No mistake, it's a tied ball game again. We're inside the final 3 minutes. Oh, Reed's going to go all the way. No, kick out. Lee to Smith. Smith's going to go all the way.
Oh,
A lot of contact.
and one.
And
But
she's going the line.
Look at
them.
that! Look at that ball movement. It's gone swing from one side right to the other side. They weren't getting that in the first half, and that's a difference right now. They're actually balling now. They're just playing and they're moving and they're.
There was no ball
They're
movement
fun.
in the first half. The only ball movement that happened in the first half was the Supercats. But Smith heading to the line for 2 big free throws. So that foul was on Blitzarves. It's foul number 3.
Put Supercats, Frankston, they're in the bonus now.
Can't get the second to go on the hustle.
Uh-oh.
The foul's been called on the Super Cats. It's going to be 2.
I need a replay.
That was tough.
What just happened? It was like someone was planking and then someone fell.
So my interpretation of that, the player on the ground's been called for a block.
Yeah, odd. Hang on.
And Smith fell on it. So nonetheless,
Right place at the right time.
looks like Smith's going to get a chance to redeem herself after missing her last 2 free throws. Certainly the hustle was there.
Yeah, that was.
So
I hope they're all right. They looked awkward.
everyone's up and walking though. They're more worried about drying the court, I think. Sarah Blitzarves has logged more minutes than anyone else tonight. She's played every minute of this game.
She has.
And I don't think we're going to see her sit at all.
No, I don't think so.
Smith, she makes this one. Big free throw by Smith. Gets them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
2:30 change to play regulation.
Shelley. She's short. Blitzarves with the offensive rebound. And she'll kick it out. Wide open 3-ball. Shelley. Oh, she's short.
Box out.
They can't get it to go. Reed. Well, she's going all the way here.
Oh,
A lot of contact. But the Blues get it back. Oh, it's all happening. Running a little two-man game with Taylor. 3-point attempt. That would have brought the house down.
that I certainly would have.
So the Super Cats are going to get another chance. Blitzarves in straight into the post.
Double that.
And Catasano, they go straight back to Blitzarves. Turnaround jumper, that was tough. Oh my!
Here we go.
Gets it to,
Tough effort by Jackson on D. Young kid, she's up against Opal.
So tie ball game, 62 apiece. Just over a minute to play. Reed, shaking, baking. Lovely
great
vision
pass.
by Reed. Lee with a step through.
Oh.
It's called for travel. That vision by Reed was phenomenal.
It was. That was a great curl pass.
Timeout called. Everyone's on the edge of their seat down here at Frankston. We have a ball game on our hands. 62 all with a minute 19 to play as we have timeout called. Nat, we're going to get you back next time. We're back here. Anzac Day Eve.
Anzac. Oh, I'm at the footy. We're going to see the Mighty D's. Beat the Tigers.
Oh, it's a big game tonight, especially for the Blues. They don't want to go 0-3.
They really don't. You don't want to give up home court advantage. They've clawed their way back. This is anyone's really up for grabs, but
well, they've owned this final term, and really, you could just about say they've controlled the second half.
they have, yeah, certainly. I mean, look at the statistics from the second half. Absolutely. They're shooting over 42% from 2-point range now. So, that's a huge change.
That was
Huge
20%
change.
early. And certainly they escaped before with the Super Cats. 4 straight offensive rebounds and just couldn't get it to go.
No, they couldn't. That's right.
So both teams have had their chances here down the stretch.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, leading scorer Izzy Bourne's on the bench, going into the clutch. Interesting.
It's a very
strategy.
interesting move.
Do they get 4 out, 1 in, put Blitzarves in the middle, go to work? Jackson's got a huge job. Taylor, body up. Make him try and shoot from outside. That's what I'd be telling them.
So we've got the Brant Catasano sisters on court with Rolf, Blitzarves and Shelley. Straight inside Rolf. Step back. Jumpers off. Blitzarves files through. She gets it to go. Super Cats by 2. So Blitzarves up to 16 points. She's got the double-double. It's 15 rebounds now. Shot clock's down to 5. It's going up. Lee for 3. Oh my! Taylor Lee hits the 3. It's the Blues back by 1.
Don't overplay it. You got to wear blitz arms like a glove.
Shelley gets inside. Defensive play by the Blues.
Hey, wind that shot clock down. Give it to Reed.
Shot clock switched off. No, sorry, 1 second differential.
They got a foul. They got a foul here.
And they're over the limit as well. Any foul will send the Blues to the line. Down to 10.
They got a foul. They're going to lose the game. Good handles, Reed.
Icing. Can't get it to go, and that's the ball game. The Blues have won their first game of the season coming from behind. They've taken down the Geelong Supercats by a point.
Wow. Wow.
What happened to execution, Matt Porter?
They didn't execute the foul at the end there, did they?
Why did the Supercats not foul?
I'm not sure. I could hear Herbie pretty clearly. He was saying steal it, but...
Wow. Again, they're over the limit. They would have sent them to the free throw line and had every chance to get the ball back for a shot. But as it is, it's the Blues. They get their first win of the season, a 65-64 thriller here at Frankston in NBL1 round 3, tipping off the weekend.
Great comeback, really.
Oh, I'm nearly speechless. It was a great finish.
It was, and just an undersized team really got it done tonight. They picked up the hustle. As you said, they really drove that second half, and that's where it came from. Was a bloody good win.
And look, it was Steph Reed that really dragged them back into that game.
Yeah.
And then that Taylor Lee three-pointer from the wing. That was huge.
I think, was that her only 3 for the night?
No, it was her second, I believe.
The second, yeah. But
it was a big 3 nonetheless. And it's the Powerade Frankston Blues getting the job done by a point. And we'll just run you through the leading scorers. Steph Reed, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists for the Blues. And Smith finished with 17 points, 8 rebounds. And like, if you have a look at Smith, 8 rebounds against that team is massive.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Plus throw on probably another 8 to 10 deflections.
Exactly right. And of course, Taylor Lee, the captain, with that massive 3-pointer down the stretch to get them ahead by 1. She finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal. And for the Supercats, they had a real good spread of scorers, led by Sarah Blitzarv, 16 points, 16 rebounds, 5 steals, 2 assists. She stuffed the stat sheet. Isabel Baum was great, but you mentioned she was sitting on the bench at the end, but she was one of their most dangerous players.
Look, I agree. I would have liked to have seen her out there in the final minutes.
She had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. And Jasmine Shelley, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And another player that scored 12 points was Ebony Ralph, and she had 7 rebounds. Again, she got it done in the first quarter, and the final term she came in for some timely buckets to keep the Supercats in the game.
She did.
But what a game here at Frankston. We'll wrap this one up. It's a 1-point win to the Powerade Frankston Blues over the Geelong Supercats, 65-64. Thanks, Nat Porter, for joining me tonight here at Frankston. We'll see you during the season, I hope.
Absolutely. Be back again for sure. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. But come and join us again for the next game. We've got the men coming up. Frankston RSL Blues, they've got the Geelong Supercats as well, and they'll be suiting up. Nigel Young, he has a 40-inch vertical, his first game as an import for the Blues tonight. Join us then. We'll be back with you in just over 20 minutes.